Hello and welcome back to Children's Reading Cove. Let's dive into some more Shakespearean comedy. This one is called A Midsummer Night's Dream. Let's meet some of our cast members. All right, there is Hermia. She is in love with Lysander. There's Helena. She's friend to Hermia, and she is in love with Demetrius. Here is Demetrius. He's betrothed to Hermia. There's Lysander. He is in love with Hermia. There's Oberon. He's the king of the fairies. There's Titania, queen of the fairies. There's Puck, an elf, and Bottom, a weaver. The scene is in and around Athens in ancient Greece. Let's get started. Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. Lysander. A Midsummer Night's Dream. When the path of true love runs smoothly, the world seems a wonderful place, all bright skies and smiling faces. Unfortunately, true love has a habit of wandering off the path and getting lost. And when that happens, people's lives get lost too, in a tangle of misery. Take the love of Duke Theseus of Athens and Hippolyta, queen of the Amazons. For instance, they were to be married, and their happiness spread through the whole of Athens. People had decorated their houses with flowers and left lamps burning in their windows at night, so that the streets twinkled like a city of stars. Everybody was joyful and excited as they prepared to celebrate the Duke's wedding day. Well, almost everybody. On the day before the royal wedding, two friends met by chance in the market square. Golden-haired Hermia and black-haired Helena, both beautiful and both with secrets that made their hearts ache. For a while, the two friends chatted about nothing in particular. Then Helena noticed a look in Hermia's deep blue eyes that made her ask, "Is everything all right, Hermia?" Hermia looked so sad and serious. "I'm to marry Demetrius tomorrow," she replied. "Demetrius?" said Helena softly. Now her heart was aching worse than ever. Night after night she had cried herself to sleep, whispering Demetrius's name, knowing that her love for him was hopeless. Many years ago, the families of Hermia and Demetrius had agreed that, when they were of age, their daughter and son should marry. "You must be the happiest young woman in Athens," sighed Helena. "I've never been so miserable in my life," Hermia declared. "You see, I don't love Demetrius." "You don't?" cried Helena, amazed. "I'm in love with Lysander," Hermia confessed, and she began to describe all the things that made Lysander so wonderful. Helena thought about Lysander, with his curly brown hair and broad smile. He was quite handsome, she supposed, but he didn't have Demetrius's dark, brooding good looks. Why on earth did Hermia find him so attractive? "Of course, I told my father that I didn't wish to marry Demetrius," Hermia said, "and he went straight to him to explain, but you know how stubborn Demetrius can be. He lost his temper and said it didn't matter who I loved. Our marriage had been arranged, and it must go ahead, no matter what. His stupid pride's been hurt, that's all. He doesn't love me a bit." "Then who does he love?" Helena inquired eagerly. "No one, except him for himself," said Hermia. "I can't marry someone I don't love, and I know it will cause a scandal, but Lysander and I are going to run away together." "When?" Helena asked. "Tonight," Hermia told her. "I'm meeting him at midnight in the woods outside the city walls. We plan to travel through the night, and in the morning we'll find a little temple where we can be married. Oh, Helena, it will be so romantic. Please say that you're happy for me." "Of course I am," said Helena. "I'm overjoyed." And she was overjoyed for herself. "At last, this is my chance," she thought. "If I visit Demetrius tonight and tell him that Hermia and Lysander have gone off together, he'll forget about his pride, and then, when I tell him how I feel about him, he'll be so flattered he'll fall in love with me. Love always finds a way." Which is true, but love doesn't always find the way that people expect, as Helena was about to find out. For it was not only in the human world that love was causing unhappiness. Although Helena and Hermia did not know it, two different worlds would meet in the woods outside Athens that night, and their result would be chaos. That's the end of part 1. Please come back soon for part 2. Bye-bye.